there's the need to put an eye in Nigeria's potentials, hugely underutilized potentials. The needs are obvious. Well, I guess that's why we have a Made in Nigeria project office led by Mr. George Nwabweze, or Honorable George Nwabweze, is the executive director of Made in Nigeria project, helping us to look inwards better. Honorable Nwabweze, good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning.
So we've been talking about patronize Made in Nigeria, use Made in Nigeria, raw materials and all of that. How far have we gone in 2025?
Thank you very much. Are you hearing me?
I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you very much. That is reason why Made in Nigeria is in existence. We need to harness our local production. We need to harness our homemade products. We need to harness all we have to make sure that this thing, as you are showing in the mining industry, if such is identified and mechanized, I don't think you can have something like that. Are you hearing me?
I can hear you, Honorable. Please go ahead. All right. Looks like Honorable Nwabweze is finding it difficult to hear me here.
If we are able to harness all we have, all our homegrown products, and make sure that all of them goes out, even to the extent we can produce the one we can be able to eat here and also export. That will go a very long way in supporting our society and also human capital development.
Yeah, but Honorable Nwabweze, there's also the perspective that Nigerians' taste board has been has turned used to imported goods. You see our import bills, even food. Do you think we're on the path of changing that, or have we changed that?
Can you come up again?
I'm asking that Nigerians seem to be so used to imported goods that it's difficult to patronize Made in Nigeria products. Are we doing enough to change that?
It is part of the job and part of the duty of Made in Nigeria to start reorienting people to believe in what you can produce and not mostly on a foreign product. If we can produce all we can use, all we can consume, automatically we can go a very long way to then export, because first you have to believe in what you are producing. You have to believe in what you have before you can be able to give it out to somebody else. So one is to start the orientation process where we change our people mindset to believe that we can produce it, believe we can do it. Then believe we can, from it, we can be able to feed ourselves, then also have the one that can be able to export out. So it's all start from the orientation first. That's the first step.
Okay, so who would do this orientation? Because we talked about automobiles, for instance. We've heard how lawmakers have had to spend millions, hundreds of millions of naira to import vehicles. Meanwhile, we have at least vehicles that are put together in Nigeria, but they seem not be good enough. So if the government that's at the helm of affairs, making the laws, we have the Office of Orientation, National Orientation, if members of this leadership group are not patronizing the domestically made products, then where do we start from?
Okay, we have already started by expanding down to states. Currently now, Made in Nigeria have offices and state coordinators all over the country, down to local governments, down to wards. So through this, we can be able to have a regular training regular training, regular orientation, then regular innovation, and be able to teach our people, and then find a way to have an inclusive on how we can be able to start developing this. Because it's all about national strategy for homegrown economy promotion. So we need to do all this to develop, to grow, and promote what we produce. So the strategy we have already started is by developing and expanding down to states, then down to wards, in which we have already started having access and also having coordinators in different countries. Currently now about 20 countries outside the country for offshore takers. So with this, I think that is a gradual process, and we're going to achieve that.
But what are you doing in the state? What exactly are you doing? Are you talking to people? Are you making the products available? Because we just saw women there using their hands and, hardly tools. We don't see any major tools there. So if we even want people to consume made in Nigeria, are they available? Are the products available? Is production easy, for people to even access the products?
We are the data assessment and data assembly stage. Currently now we are collecting all the data of made in Nigeria, which we are putting in our database, where you can get a particular product, which local government or what or community you can be able to get that. Then after data collections, we can now be able to now start the proper promotion or proper marketing or proper promotion of or other things that need to be inclusive in it. But currently now, we are collecting data of made in Nigeria products and also trying to expand to all the states, all the local governments, all the wards, in order to be able to get off-takers and be able to know where can we get this particular product, where can we access it, then who do we contact on a particular Nigerian product. So we are at the stage of collecting the data of Nigerian product and also expanding to be able to get the structure that we needed for this to be able to take off.
Very interesting, Honorable. And I would like to know how the structure is going to look like. But just a minute now, as I redirect our DSTV viewers, there's the Flag Off program on sensitization campaign against drug abuse and domestic violence in the northwestern zone of Nigeria. Is the Flag Off program on sensitization, talking about sensitization there. And the theme is Stop Drug Abuse and Domestic Violence in the Communities. That's happening in Kaduna, but that's for our GSTV viewers. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to continue staying here on Business Morning, please just switch to the next stream. But for our GSTV viewers, bye-bye to Kaduna State. So we'll come back to Honorable Nwabueze. So you were talking about a structure that you're collating data to build. What would the structure be like, and what do you intend to do with the data and the structure that you're building?
We're already in collaboration with all the state governments, which we tag Made in a State. Then, let me use for Imo State, for example, or let me use Kogi, for example. We have Made in Kogi, Export Kogi. This Made in Kogi is all the products, goods, brands, and services made in Kogi. Then the Export Kogi is, after identifying all those products, then we can be able to now talk about exporting it, talk about producing to feed our people. So we're in collaboration with all the state governments. So the structure is all tied from the federal down to state.
So when you're working with the state government, are you working with, for instance, the farmers in those states, or is it the ministry? How exactly are you doing this?
Made in Nigeria project is a project of Office of the Secretary of the Government of the Federation. It's not under any ministry. So it is a project that has been under the Office of the Secretary of the Government of the Federation since 2006. So currently, 2024, as of end of last year, we started expanding to states. So currently now we are working hand in hand to expand down to states, to local government and to wards. So we can be able to build up the whole structure that we needed to move this thing forward.
All right, but Honorable, is there a plan at any point to also challenge from the presidency down to only use made in Nigeria products? Any plan of such?
Can you come again?
I said, is there a plan by the Made in Nigeria project to challenge, I mean, and you mentioned it, this office is tied to the Office of the Secretary of the Federation, to challenge individuals from the presidency down to only wear, eat, drive Made in Nigeria products?
What I pick from what you are saying is challenges. Am I right?
I'm asking if there's a plan to tell them from the presidency down that they should only wear, eat, and drive, Made in Nigeria products.
Okay. Of course, that's what the campaign is all about, and that's
but
what
they are not
the
doing
is
it,
all
Honorable.
about.
They are not
what
doing
I'm hearing,
it.
you can understand that it's all made in Nigeria. So we are going there, and it's a step by step, and gradually we will get to where we are going. It's an ongoing thing, and definitely we will get there. Rome was not built in a day, but building Rome started in a day. So I believe that gradually we will get there.
We pray to get there on time, because I bet you if we see the president only wear, drive, and eat made in Nigeria, even I will be ashamed to wear anything that is not made in Nigeria. But we wish you the very best, and we'll be watching the space. Honorable George Nwabueze, the Executive Director of Made in Nigeria Project.
Thank you so much.